I'm a girl. Thunder Paul say, well, I'm on the way, the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on.
Hi, Stilts and Niz for bringing us back to virtual Banana Land in style. Welcome in, friends, to Game 23 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. The rain chased us out of St. Louis, giving the fellas a surprise weekend off, so both squads are well rested and ready to rumble as we kick off this 3-game set back here in Savannah. The series split in Atlanta has the Nanners up by 2 games as Corel Prime and Garrett Delano duel it out on the bump tonight. And as you get a look live at historic Grayson Stadium, a very special evening for us here. We've got a pretty exciting guest to throw out our first pitch that counts of the tour in just a little bit. And we're going to have Noah Bridges up in the booth with us, as well as Noah Fisher mic'd up down on the field. Welcome on inside the booth with Josh Chalevsky, Biko Scala. Happy Big Tiger Friday to all who celebrate. As I said, a surprise weekend off. Did you get to do anything fun in your bonus off time?
You know, Biko, I just got to take it easy, really relax. You know, I actually got around to some yard work, things of that nature.
Yeah.
I know you had a lovely time in Jersey City yourself, right, man?
Yeah, new apartment move-in, so it was actually pretty nice for me. Built a bookshelf, a bar cart, a dresser, and got to hang out in the Legend of Zelda, a little Tears of the Kingdom action back in Hyrule. A guy who I know was certainly in Hyrule as well. It had to be Reese Alexiadis, who was the best of the best when it comes to March, and here in Grayson, he's been the best of the best as well across the tour.
Well, it kind of flew somewhat under the radar, but Reese Alexiadis might have had the greatest single month in Bananas franchise history. A .379 batting average, 4 home runs, led all players with that 1.281 OPS, and all of this comes at the right time because he's been the best bat in Grayson Stadium this year. He's best out of all players when it comes to batting average, has 4 extra base hits, and the bat is certainly very loud for Alexiadis right now. He's been super.
Well, let's hear from the man himself. Reese is down there with SB.
Yeah, hey, Biko, Josh, I've got the man of the month himself, Reese Alexiadis. Reese, could you stop with the cards for a minute? Listen, I know the cards have been helping you. You know, actually, while you've got him out here, talk to me about maybe what cards we're going to see tonight or something.
I mean, we have no bad cards in my collection, so we're thinking this red dragon with the red, but we'll see. We'll see what comes out. You have to wait.
Well, there's certainly been some magic with the Yu-Gi-Oh cards there, Reese. 4 home runs in the month of March, 2 of them with a Yu-Gi-Oh card in the pocket. Are you a better, at this point, Banana Ball player or Yu-Gi-Oh card game player?
I mean, it goes hand in hand. I just trust the cards, trust the gameplay. They give me +5 power, so that does help.
Real helpful. Now, I know you're into collecting cards, and I actually brought some of my own here, Reese, and I thought maybe we could do some trades. I've got a Jesse Cole card, Ivan Trezak card, super rare, and then obviously I've got a rookie, Reese. Maybe we could trade like a dragon or something for one of them?
I'm going to be honest, I have all those.
Okay, Reese. Well, good luck with your cards, I guess. Biko, Josh, back to you guys. We'll see what he does with the cards tonight.
Appreciate it, Sam. Let's take a look at our starting pitchers here tonight. Some unique cards for both of those guys there. Unique guys on the bump as well. Garrett Delano is back in his shorts for everybody who has been following that saga. And Corel Prime might just be the best pitcher on the tour right now. He's red hot on the mound.
Yeah, this is a really fascinating pitching matchup because these guys have turned into their club's respective aces here in 2025. Garrett Delano about to make his 9th start, the most of any pitcher on this year's tour, and he's been phenomenal in Grayson Stadium. We can't forget about his outing in mid-March where he had 4 hitless innings. And meanwhile, for Corel Prime, he's been phenomenal. That slider continues to be the pitch that does a lot of damage, and both of these guys are currently tied for the tour lead with 18 strikeouts this year.
Yeah, this is as good as it gets when it comes to a pitching matchup. Excited to see what Prime and Delano can do out there on the bump. We're about 10 minutes shy of first pitch. Time to get fired up. Prepare your voices. Here's the young professor.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, tonight, you and thousands of your friends here live, and millions more watching at home, have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another night at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 5,000 people here in historic Grayson Stadium to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in the sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball!
It's time to meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off in center field, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. Batting second, the DH, number 19, Dan Ober. Batting third, at first base, wearing number 3, Eric Jones. In the cleanup spot, playing left field, number 15, we call him Rack Robert Anthony Cruz. Batting fifth in right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. Batting sixth at shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. The catcher, number 1, and the captain, Bill Leroy. The extra hitter, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. At third base, number 18, he does it all, Danny Hosley. And at second base, number 8, our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. On the mound for your Bananas tonight, number 11, Corral Prime. Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Viro Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horton. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of tonight's national anthem, please welcome Ashley Sander.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and
approaching game 23 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. The boys are back and better than ever. A weekend off due to inclement weather last weekend in St. Louis. We'll get back to Busch Stadium in mid-July. For now, 5 straight games here in Savannah. 3 of them this weekend. Tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon. And the Nanners holding on to a 2-game advantage. The Party Animals 5-4 so far here in Grayson. Take a look at their starting lineup. Reese Hampton at the top, followed by Jake Skoll, Andy Cosgrove, and Noah Fisher in the cleanup spot. Then Chase Acuff, Bryson Bloomer, and Tanner Thomas, with Dustin Baber, Jason Swan, and Armando Becerra rounding it out.
Well, it was bumping up Skoll and Cosgrove in the order in the Party Animals' last game that led to a win for this club. They're hoping that it is much of the same here in this series opener in Grayson. And it's the man right now at the top of the order, Reese Hampton, who might be getting very hot for the Animals right now. 3 of his last 5 games have been multi-hit contests, and he's hitting the ball for power as well. A lot of doubles coming off the bat of the Party Animals leadoff man.
Yeah, had a pair of 2-baggers in the last contest between these 2 squads. We'll be trying to have a hot start to the night. Figure it out, Biko. Against Correll Prime, the 6'5" righty for the Nanners, who has been absolutely tremendous on the mound, especially as of late.
6th start of the year for Correll Prime, who sports a 2-0 record this season. The 3.81 earned run average you see on the screen is the lowest among all qualified starters on this year's tour. And as a starter in the month of March, he allowed only 5 hits and 2 earned runs across 9 innings pitched to the Party Animals. And right now, opponents are batting just .257 against him this season. That split .275 for the lefties, .246 for the right-handers.
Take a look at the defense behind Prime, left to right in the outfield, the usual suspects. Robert Anthony Cruz, D.R. Meadows, and Reese Alexiadis. 3rd to 1st in the infield, it's Danny Hosley, Ryan Cox, Jackson Olsen, and Eric Jones Jr. with Bill Leroy behind the plate.
Ryan Cox is currently leading this year's World Tour with 62 trick plays. Set the new single-game record here at home thanks to that AstroTurf. Had 7 in a ball game. But I want you to look out for Bill Leroy behind the dish. Most of the trick plays throughout his career, they've come here in Grayson.
Prime finishing up his warm-ups. Bill tossing it down to second. And we are about to start the clock here in Savannah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you here tonight. Here to throw out the first pitch that counts. He is a projected top 10 pick in the upcoming NFL draft, and the reigning Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Travis Hunter!
Travis Hunter misses just a bit outside. I think a top 10 draft prospect is underselling him. This guy's going in the top 5.
Give it up one more time,
I would wager
ladies and
top
gentlemen,
4.
for Heisman Trophy
Good
winner.
chance. The Browns take him at 2 or the Giants grab him at 3. But what do I know?
When classic Party Animals fashion, because Reese Hampton will get to start with a 1-0 count against Correll Prime, it's the Animals who went out and celebrated with Hunter.
Ready to start the show or what, everybody? Then when I count to 3, I need everybody here as loud as you can at the top of your lungs to say, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
We will hear from the 2-way star out of Colorado a little later on in the broadcast. Sam Bauman's going to grab him. For now, it's a 2-0 count on Reese Hampton. Thanks to the first pitch that counts missing wide, and make it 3 balls, no strikes. Battle between former minor leaguers here. Prime 7 years in the Rockies system. And Hampton taking 4 straight bad ones. 1 from Travis Hunter, 3 from Prime. We'll grab his 13th sprint on the tour, and not testing the Bananas sprint defense. They get it around to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order.
Well, obviously the defense came into the inning knowing Prime was a little behind the 8 ball. So from there it was of the utmost importance that if the sprint was issued, you have to hold Hampton to just 1 base, and they did so successfully.
That's great speed on the bags. Former Tigers and Diamondbacks minor leaguer on first. Former Rangers and Yankees minor leaguer in the box. Little excuse me swing. Skull behind a ball and 2 strikes. He's been the deadliest offensive weapon for either side so far. 22 games into this tour. High chopper. Cox is attacking, scoops it. He was on second when he fielded the ball, so it's a twin killing. That erases the leadoff sprint.
And that was the big question as Ryan Cox was coming at that ball. Could he keep his foot on the bag as he grabbed that one on a hop? You indeed see the foot stays dragged on that second base bag, and then a nice easy throw over to Eric Jones Jr. And this one is now driven out to deep left field, and Andy Cosgrove on the first pitch has left the yard for the 3rd time this season. The man with more hits in Grayson Stadium than anyone else this year has left the yard early.
New record for the fastest home-to-home on a ball out of the park on the tour. Cosgrove turning on the Jets, showing that catchers are athletes too. Former Twins minor leaguer, boy, does he have some pop. His tour-leading 32nd run driven in. And now a barrel from Noah Fisher, but backpedaling. DR Meadows has it tracked. Will backflip, make the catch, and end the frame. But the damage done. Party Animals have a chance to earn the first point tonight, thanks to the long ball from Andy Cosgrove. Another look at the backflip catch. Good stuff for Garrett Delano. He's got a run to work with here. You take a look at the numbers for the Pride of Callahan, Florida here in his 4th Banana Ball World Tour, all of them with the Party Animals. He is the ace of this squad.
9th start of 2025 for Delano, the first man to 9 starts on tour. Has a 1-1 record and is tied with 3 other men atop the tour leaderboard in strikeouts this year. Has a 2-to-1 strikeout to sprint ratio, which is what you always want to see from a starting pitcher in Banana Ball. And when you focus on the numbers here in Grayson Stadium, Delano has a 3.60 earned run average and is only allowed 1 ball 4 sprint. That's why he's been so successful.
You now see the defense behind him, left to right in the outfield. It is Fisher, Hampton, and Skoll. In the infield, third to first, you see Bloomer, Acuff, Baber, and Swan, with Cosgrove, the man with the bomb in the first, behind the dish.
And it's Bryson Bloomer, who I'm looking at has been really comfortable here in Grayson Stadium. I think the AstroTurf has helped him tremendously and was on a nice little trick play streak at the end of March for the Animals.
Here's the Nanners lineup, the Doctor at the top, then Danny O, EJ, and Rack in the cleanup spot, followed by Alexiadis, Cox, Leroy, KJ, Hosley, and Jackie rounding it out. PR hitting .353, pacing the squad with his .451 on-base percentage. Nobody better at the top of the order in Banana Land. The 2024 Tour MVP, picking up right where he left off here in his 3rd campaign, and not wasting any time. Ambushes the first offering from Delano, and the Nanners have the inning-tying run aboard just like that.
Well, he looked like he was a tad bit early on that pitch from Garrett Delano, but kept the bat through the zone and drove it into center field. A nice leadoff knock for Meadows, who is batting .400 in the first inning of play this year.
Can't forget about him on the base paths. Successful in all 6 of his stolen base tries this year. As this one deep to center, but not deep enough. Hampton backpedaling just shy of the track. No funny business. Meadows certainly could tag to second. Not a fly ball that deep, but respecting the arm of Hampton, he stays put.
I think Meadows might have been waiting to see if Hampton had tried possibly a tip on that fly ball, because the minute Hampton tips that one up, Meadows has the opportunity to tag. And right now with the Party Animals only up 1 run in the inning, did not want to see Meadows into scoring position with only 1 out.
Here's Eric Jones Jr. Still tied with Jake Skoll for the all-time Banana Ball home run lead. I just thinks to 3 homers here in his 4th World Tour, to 25 overall. 2-1 count. Has to look out for 5 pitches from Delano. That one once again to center, not deep enough to leave the yard though. Hampton with a long wait will haul it in. DR dekes towards second and slams it into reverse.
2 key outs for Garrett Delano against Oberst. Now Eric Jones Jr. all the more impressive considering the Bananas, they're batting .379 in the 1st inning this year. And another big part of doing all that damage has been Robert Anthony Cruz, the Bananas cleanup man tonight.
Well, Jake Skoll has been the offensive MVP of this tour. If you want to look at an all-around most valuable player, it might just be this guy. Pacing the Bananas with his .355 batting average. And pacing the tour with his 5 homers. And look at that. He's using the torpedo bat made famous by Anthony Volpe and the New York Yankees. Starting to see it sprinkled throughout Major League Baseball. It's made its way to Banana Ball as well. There goes DR. It's fouled away.
Rack even put out a piece of content recently showing off the torpedo bat here in Grayson Stadium. Hit one off of the scoreboard in right center field, an estimated 444 feet.
Well, torpedo bat's not going to help that. Delano rings the bell with a heater right down the chute. And punches the ticket to a point earned for the Party Animals in the 1st inning.
That's knowing your opponent in Robert Anthony Cruz. I think he was expecting changeup low in the dirt. Delano deceives him with a fastball right down the chute. Rack obviously not expecting that one.
1 inning in the books. Let's talk trick plays. Take a look, 22 games into the tour, this being number 23 here tonight, at where we were last year with our top 3 and where we are this year with our top 3. Now, Ryan Cox leading the pack as per usual, but he's upped the ante, as has Chase Acuff. Nobody has made as impressive a leap as DR Meadows, who's 3rd overall with his 41 trick plays, only had 14 at this point a year ago.
It's not surprising that Cox has raised the bar once again this season, but DR Meadows has been obviously the most impressive, has 42 now when you count the backflip that he had in the top of the 1st inning.
That's right.
But he had 14 through 22 games in 2024. He has figured out all that it takes to average over 1 per game, whether it comes via the backflip like we've seen numerous times or just a tip drill in center as well.
And he was leading all outfielders with those 14 trick plays at that point. The whole sport leveling up. Reese Hampton has 17. Reese Alexiadis has 16. So they're ahead of the mark DR had pacing all outfielders this far in on the last tour. But DR has leveled up a plethora of times since then. Chopper to the left side. It is off the glove of Hosley, cutting in front of Cox. And Cruz will gobble it up and toss it in. The official scoring decision.
I rule E5.
I agree. Tough short hop play, but
not struck that hard.
I concur. That's coming from famously hitter scorekeepers up here in the booth. So a chance here. 1 batter into the 2nd. Acuff aboard. Bryson Bloomer steps in. Chance for the fans now to get an out. They do not come up with it, even after all the training we gave them in the Party Plaza earlier tonight. Bloomer having a terrific 3rd World Tour. guy who paced all hitters in RBIs back in 2023. Battled injuries a year ago, and so important in the middle of this lineup here in 2025. Payoff pitch coming. That one wide, and the Nanners have to enter in sprint defense for the second time tonight. Once again, quick around the infield. Same goes for the outfielders. Acuff goes first to third. Bloomer content with 90 feet on his 11th sprint of the tour. Another reason why he's been so great. 11 sprints compared to 10 strikeouts.
And that's sort of an evolution for Bryson Bloomer. He historically has been nicknamed the Boomer because of his power, but this year he told us that he's put a little more of an emphasis on just making sure that he can continue to reach base for the Animals and set up his teammates to be in positions to succeed offensively and drive him in.
Tanner Thomas with runners on the corners. Prime can't forget about Bloomer either, leading the tour with his 13 steals in 15 attempts. Not the fastest man in Bananaland, but he's been the best at picking his moments. And of course, a disciple of Tyler Gilliam's green light special base running system. There goes Bloomer. This one fouled away though, so he'll have to head back to first. And that one into the kid zone, not caught by any of the youngsters.
It wouldn't be surprising to see Bloomer off and running on the next delivery from Prime, especially if they can't nab him at second and a ball is issued. Then you get in the full count and a sprint is fired. That brings in 2 for the Animals, but Bloomer opts not to run and Prime can't get a call on the outside corner from Vincent Chapman.
Payoff. Wow, pretty much the same pitch, same call, back-to-back, nasty backdoor sliders. Neither of them get the call from Chapman, and it's back-to-back sprints instead. Acuff comes across to score, and the Party Animals will party rock. Unearned run for prime time. Acuff reaching on the E5. Thomas has been an excellent run producer this year, up to 22 RBIs.
Nonetheless, Prime really hurting himself early in this ball game. 3 ball 4 sprints and a home run already allowed. Not currently controlling his controllables on the bump.
Now Bloomer at third. Thomas takes off for second. He got a killer jump. Baber's going to take all the way. No reason to spoil that. Tanner with his 8th steal. He's only been caught once. And Prime quick pitching. Fires it low. So a ball and a strike here on Dustin Baber. Bananas bring the infield in. And that one bounced to Cox, pulling off a trick play, throwing home in time. Are you kidding me? The glove magician upping the ante on a tough play.
6-2 throw home, and it comes with a trick play from Ryan Cox between the legs, and you talk about a throw right there on the money. Bill Leroy didn't have to move one bit to place the perfect tag there on Bryson Bloomer and stop the Animals from scoring a second run in the frame.
That one struck well by Swan. It's going to sail over the head of Meadows. One hop off the scoreboard. Thomas scores easily from second. Baber gets a stop sign at third. And Swan continues his torrid third World Tour. 6th double on the season. What a weapon at the bottom of the lineup.
Nearly half of his hits in 2025 have been doubles. Jason Swan at times was very streaky when it came to extra base hits, but he has been so much more consistent here in 2025.
The Bananas bring the infield in, but Santa punches it right through the 4-hole. Baber's going to score Swan station to station, respecting the arm of Alexiadis. And Mondo, another guy who's been excellent at bringing the boys home. That is his 15th stake, 7th most on the tour. And the Party Animals seeing the ball well here tonight. Order flips on its head, and now it's been 5 balls, no strikes on Hampton here so far tonight. Started the game with the 4-pitch sprint. Change up, that is a favorable call for Prime to even up the count. Right around the outside corner. Nice frame by Leroy, but Corral can't get the backdoor slider to be called for a strike, just a hair low. And now a 3-1 count on the dangerous Reese Hampton. Runners on the corners, just one out still. Becerra takes off, hot shot past the stabbing attempt of EJ, too hot to handle. Swan scores easily. Becerra trying to score from first, and he'll be in there. Off on the pitch, showing off the wheels. A 5 spot now for the Animals in the second.
And it's more damage from Reese Hampton yet again. Has started to get hot over the last 2 weekends for the Party Animals and has been the most consistent here in Grayson Stadium, batting over .320 here in Savannah.
The official scoring decision on that one.
I still lean double for Hampton.
I do.
But I think, I'm wondering if there's the possibility of the E9 to score Becerra.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is a clear single from Jake Skoll. Hampton comes in from second. And it is a barrage from the boys in black and pink. 6 runs home. And the 9th man to swing it is the guy who went long bombs away his first time. He's gonna have a little specialty walk up here. Okay. Or like 5% of a specialty walk up. Can't connect on the slider, did connect with his counterpart Bill Leroy on the backswing though. Front door slider, 0-2 count now on Cosgrove. Skoll was taking off, and he had to protect the zone now. Well, the Animals running wild. Prime has been working very quickly. Right back to Correll. He can't snag it though. And Cosgrove is going to get to first without a throw. The official scoring there. It's been an interesting inning for our statistical savant. Hands on his hip, shaking his head. You're getting your money's worth here in the top of the second.
Part of me honestly leans hit.
I do too. Hot shot. Prime just 60 feet, 6 inches away. That gets on you real quick. Rare spot where obviously you can't think about what the player wants, but Prime would probably rather it be an error. Helps with the old ERA. That one struck well out to left center. Oh, past the diving attempt of the doctor. Skoll read it well. He's going to score from second. And it is now 7 runs for the Animals. Only offering up 1 out. 2 men on. They've officially batted around as Acuff started this thing reaching on the E5. It's his second trip to the plate here in the frame. And now he's going to have at least a fraction of a walk up. All right, I've figured out what's happening here. Looks like we're piecing together a bit of a music video. The final product to be posted to the social medias. It would be the Gram and the Talk, as the kids call them. Maybe even a little YouTube short. The X. Oh, might get on X. This could be 2. Whoa, trick play from Cox over to first. And a double play. A little backflip out call from Seth Markham, the umpire. Just what the doctor ordered. Just 7 runs too late. Party Animals turning the diamond into their own personal merry-go-round. 7 runs across the top of the second. Great chance to earn their second point of the night.
Yeah, unfortunately, Cox is able to bail out Prime and collect the trick play in what was a 9-minute and 46-second frame for the big righty.
And somehow Cox grabbed a pair of trick plays in the frame as well. If you want to learn how to become a trick play master like Ryan Cox, Robert Anthony Cruz, and company, you're going to want to be here in Savannah July 9th through the 13th. What a special event this is going to be. The second ever Banana Ball Youth Tournament comes with counseling from our Banana Ball stars and a whole lot of fun. It is currently 80% sold out, so you got to get in. Well, there are still spots available, which there are for now. I don't think that'll last for long. Comes with a Banana Ball game in Grayson Stadium, and the championship games will be held in Grayson as well, which I cannot wait to see how they turn our big boy park into smaller dimension championship Banana Ball ability.
I mean, I just think you're going to see even all of the players, bananas, party animals, firefighters, tailgaters, wanting to watch that championship match and see what the future of Banana Ball looks like as Reese Alexiadis rockets this one into left field, but into the glove of Noah Fisher and under his leg. First Party Animals trick play of the night. Everything is going the way of the boys in black and pink.
First time we've seen that one from Fish. That is my personal favorite trick play to pull out in the rare opportunities I'm shagging flies out there. I can't believe we don't see it more. I can't do that though. Bryson Bloomer pulling off the Professor. Jason Swan behind the back at first. Leaving the bag, coming back down. Double trick play and a beauty.
Will the incredible trick plays just continue for the Party Animals? That throw might have been just a little high of Jason Swan. As you saw, he had to make a slight adjustment at the first base bag, but still corralled that one and got the foot on well ahead of Coxie.
Well, barring the craziest trick play weekend we've ever seen, that will be in the top 11 on the Banana Ball YouTube channel this coming Thursday night. For what it's worth, I'd say the best we've seen so far. Throw the DR backflip catch in there as well. Bill Leroy hoping to start a 2-out, 7-run rally. Crazier things have happened, although the odds are stacked against the Nanners. That struck well, attacking, sliding, making the snag. Jake Skoll. Party Animals flashing the leather. And a quick 1-2-3 frame for Delano. Animals are up 2 points to 0.
1 minute and 26 seconds on the clock for Garrett Delano. That's how you respond to nearly a 10-minute inning offensively. Some great defensive gems and a sub-2-minute inning. Come on now.
Fisher, Bloomer, and Swan picking up the trick plays. And slap a star in your scorebook at home for the web gem from Skoll to finish it off. And the Banana Band will play us into the third inning. Party Animals up 2-0. Sean McBride and company blasting away down in the picnic area. You see Cody Fluffman, Brad Bod, Dad Bod, and the full Bananas squad getting after it as well. And with Reginald Horton running across your screen, keeping everybody hydrated, we see a new man on the mound for the Bananas. Kyle Perry takes over for Prime.
Yeah, it's a quick pull for Correll Prime, struggling in 2 innings. Now, Kyle Perry out for the 12th time this season. He's been about a league average pitcher up to this point, but what's really impressive is what he has done when it comes to inducing foul outs to fans. He's the only man this season who's induced 3 foul outs. 2 happened in Miami, Florida, and we saw in his last outing in Atlanta. First pitch he threw, foul out to a fan. The rookie, he's been pretty phenomenal.
And he's been in the thick of the 2 games that have set and then tied the Banana Ball record for most foul outs to fans in history. 4 in Miami, 4 once again last Sunday in Truist Park. And now we continue our Justin Bieber Sorry music video. Bryson Bloomer throws his hat in the ring. Acuff and Cosgrove before him. And the southpaw out of the University of Nebraska, hailing from Omaha before that. 2 pitches into his outing. Looks like he's got himself an out. DR Meadows is going to tip it up and take it in himself. Second trick play of the evening. 43rd on the tour, talking to Alexiadis. He's thinking about having some double trouble there, and then sent it straight up. Said, now this one's solo dolo. So Tanner Thomas steps in. He had the RBI ball for a sprint. That drove in the first of 7 runs in the top of the second. Perry, primarily a 3-pitch guy. Fastball, the curveball you just saw, bounced in there, and a changeup as well. And once again, a fly ball. Robert Anthony Cruz back to the track. Oh, one hop over the wall. He did not realize how much mustard Tanner Thomas got on it. Misjudged, turns into a ground rule double.
Yeah, certainly kind of a high, lazy fly ball, but one that continued to drift rack back towards that warning track and really did not pick it up well either in the lights or the sun here as it is setting in Grayson Stadium. And Bill Leroy cannot come away with the catch near the netting.
Going for the barehanded trick play catch. Josh talked about it on the pregame show. Bill has 3 trick plays on the tour. He's hunting more, unfortunately. That thing bouncing off the wall. He's no longer a live ball. And another life for Baber. Trick plays, unlike errors, if they happen in foul territory when you miss one, it only turns into a trick play missed if the batter reaches. If you commit an error on a foul pop, it's an error no matter what.
Obviously, you just don't want to discourage guys from trying out new trick plays in game situations. Right. And KP responds magnificently. 4-pitch strikeout of Dustin Baber and the first party animal strikeout of the ball game.
That's how you pick up your battery mate right there. So Leroy still a perfect 3 for 3 on the trick play attempts this year, thanks to the Kyle Perry strikeout. And now Jason Swan getting involved on the Sorry music video. Swanee blasted a double off the left center field wall his first time. Now he's playing pepper with a bouncer over the left field wall. Pair of 2 baggers for Swan, picks up his 2nd run driven in. And the Animals have scored in all 3 frames as Thomas comes in from second.
What was self-inflicted for Correll Prime in the 1st and 2nd inning, but that is a really unfortunate earned run for Kyle Perry, considering the misplay from Rack, unable to see that ball in left field. And Tanner Thomas coming around to score on what was a very conventional ground rule double for Jason Swan.
That's right, nothing Rack could have done about that one. Armando Maceda is the donut batter. Didn't waste any time. His first trip to the dish. First pitch he saw sent it into right field for an RBI single. This time he is going to, oh my goodness, foul into a tip drill. EJ looked like it might have been a disaster. Thankfully, Super Reese there to save the day.
And you see the hug from EJ to Reese Alexiadis. A very scary tip, but Super Reese, incredible reaction to dive in and save that play. Keep the party animals from scoring multiple runs as Jolie Chabala has our Bananas Foster family of the night.
To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Tonight, we are celebrating the Cup family. Katie and Andy wanted to build a home where they could have loving and safe children. In the last 2 years of being a licensed foster family, they have welcomed 5 kiddos into their home, and their current kiddo spent 657 days in foster care. But today she has found her forever family and has been adopted with the Cups forever. Fans, please help us celebrate the Cup family and their newest addition for making a difference right here in our foster care community.
always a beautiful moment when we get to celebrate
One more
the
time.
superheroes and the foster care community. The largest of all shout-outs to Katie and Andy Cupp. A wonderful impact here in the 9-1-2. Warms the heart to see kids finding a forever family, especially someone who spent 657 days in foster care community. Gets to be a Cup forever. Heck yeah, that is what this thing is all about. It is Cup with a C, though. No relation to Cooper Cup, K. Be a cool family to join in as well. Bottom three in the order here for the Bananas. KJ, Hosley, and Olsen. Trailing by a run in the frame. And Kyle Jackson sending that one foul, not caught by the fans. That ball deep out to right center. Scholes got it tracked, is gonna tip it up, and cannot pull it in. Tumbling down on the track. And Kyle Jackson getting a stop sign at third. 3 bases on the trick play missed. Just like that, the door wide open for the Bananas in the third.
The Skull continued to drift back, and you see the tip get away from him as he dove backwards. It looked like he might come away with the banana ball. Instead, squirts out of the glove, and KJ never stopped running as Hosley swings at the first pitch and fouls this one out of play.
The batting average, not what Danny Hosley is used to, but it'll go up right here, back up the middle with the infield in, picks up an RBI knock, big turn at first, and then retreats. And here comes Travis Hunter to celebrate with the Bananas. Backflip ability. Travis Hunter. That guy was made for Banana Land. He was also made for the NFL. One of the greatest two-way players in college football history. Can't wait to see what team gets to get him in the National Football League. He'll be one of the first few, that's for sure. Right into a specialty walk-up for Jackson Olsen. If it's T-Swift time, you know Jackie's going to be in the thick of it. So Hosley immediately capitalizes on the trick play missed. What is that, Jake Lealios? What does that mean? Jackie understands.
Must be a Taylor Swift thing that we don't understand.
We're in the dark up here. So Hosley represents the inning-winning run at first. Olsen picked up a walk-off double a couple Sundays ago in Atlanta. The second inning ender of the tour. Hosley got a great jump, taking off for second. This one slapped the other way. Fisher's gonna catch it coming in. Chance for a double play. Throw to first. Diving tag attempt from Swan, and he gets Hosley. Wild 7-3 double play for the first 2 outs of the bottom of the third.
That's what we saw on night one in Atlanta. The Party Animals ran into two unfortunate double plays. This time the Bananas fall victim to one. Hosley thinking that one was gonna drop in left field off the bat of Olsen, read it incorrectly, and Fisher with a decent throw, but Swan with the key save at first base.
DR back to Fisher, a leaping snag, and the inning ends at a run from each side. So neither team claims a point, still a 2-0 lead for the Animals. And we'll get another look at the Travis Hunter run-scoring celebration with the Bananas. This one is one for the ages. When the Heisman Trophy winner says, I want to goof around, we say yes, and here is Sam Bauman with Travis.
Yeah, hey, Biko Josh, the man of the hour, Travis Hunter. Travis, we saw the moves. We see the backflip finish. Do you think this only helps your draft stock, seeing the athleticism in this realm?
I don't think it helped me anymore at this point, but yeah, hopefully it does.
Now walk me through the first pitch. I feel like, did you let up a little bit? You didn't want to hurt our catcher maybe? I felt like you could have put a little more on that one.
Yeah, I was just trying to finesse it and try to get a strike, but the umpire, I think he really just wanted me to, go at him, but I was like, it's all good.
Travis, finally, now, John Elway famously said if he didn't get drafted by the right team, he was going to go play professional baseball. If the right team doesn't call your name, what are the chances we get you here in Banana Ball?
I don't know, because I'll still be going to whatever team calls me, so I couldn't tell you.
Travis Hunter, he is PR trained, and he fits right in here in Banana Land. Travis, if you change your mind, always a space here. Biko, Josh, back to you.
Thanks, SB. Thank you for the time, Travis. Another look at the backflip. The cherry on top of the celebration.
I mean, I'm drafting that guy on my imaginary Banana Ball team if I can. And I'm playing him at as many positions as humanly possible.
I've got the #1 overall pick in my Dynasty Fantasy Football League. It's going to be a tough one between Travis Hunter and Ashton Gentry. I kind of really need a running back. Sorry, Travis. I think I'm probably going to have to go with the kid out of Boise State. But that's a need thing. It's going to be so cool to see where he goes, because he's projected to probably mostly be a wide receiver. Reese Hampton saying, how about this? Out to the left field landing. Gets a big bender, sends it to the land of good and plenty. And he is red hot. Second extra base hit of the ball game.
This is why you had to keep your eye on Reese Hampton entering the game tonight. Now with a ball four sprint, a double, and a solo home run for the Party Animals, and doing damage from both sides of the plate. The double came left-handed, now the home run, it comes from the right-handed side of the plate.
4 innings in, he's halfway to the cycle. Just needs the single and triple. There should be a word for a cycle where you pick up a sprint as well, is what Reese is currently on pace for. Equivalent if you do it with a walk in baseball.
The cycle deluxe.
Yeah!
That's what
the
they
cycle
call it.
royale.
I knew you were thinking Pulp Fiction, man. That's incredible.
That is called strike 3 on Jake Skoll. Nice bounce back from Kyle Perry. Second strikeout of the evening for KP. And now Andy Cosgrove steps in. He's halfway to the cycle as well. Homer his first time, a single back in the second. And this one deep out to right center, but DR's got a beat on it. And he's gonna go behind the back. Third trick play in 4 innings for the Doctor.
Kind of an awkward behind the back catch for DR Meadows. You don't usually see him look that stiff coming away with the catch in center field. But it works out for the Bananas as Noah Fisher's got something for us walking up to the plate.
Was that straight to us, Noah Fisher? Thank you so much. Man, that just melts the heart.
Really? ready for this?
Had to be for Josh and I. Oh, if it was the pitch. I'm ready for it, Fish. That could have been the pitch.
First one's free.
Ooh. Good cut on it. Welcome to the broadcast,
Reset.
by the way.
It's good to be here, guys.
Truly our pleasure. 2-2.
Oh, bad.
Olsen under the leg! EJ under the leg with the scoop.
That's R90.
Wild double trick play, and Fish nearly beat it out. Oh, thank you so much. Can't wait to do it again, buddy. Please say goodbye to Noah Fisher. Take a look at this, the fadeaway. And how about EJ on the other end? That was insane.
That is a ridiculous double trick play for the Bananas. Olsen falls to his keister, trying to generate enough mustard to get that one to Eric Jones Jr., and he makes an incredible adjustment for the double trick play, fielding that one on a hop.
Hey, baby time here in Banana Land. Party Animals push a run across on the Hampton homer and look to claim their third point of the evening when we get to the bottom of the fourth. Always a blast to get to Hey Baby with the Grayson faithful. Garrett Delano having a lot of fun out on the bump. Has had at least a run of support in every inning so far. One in the first, third, here in the fourth. Of course, notably 7 in the second. And Dan Oberst in on the hands, deep out to left. Fisher all the way to the wall. See you later. First pitch of the frame. Danny O knocks it at a run each.
Impressive power, an impressive adjustment from Dan Oberst at the plate on the first pitch from Garrett Delano as well. Looked like a breaking ball running in on the hands, and Dan was able to make an adjustment. And it looks like as he slides into home plate, you've got a little homage to Alex Ovechkin's celebration after he broke the Great One scoring record in the National Hockey League.
Congratulations to Ovi, 895 goals. Did it in the exact same amount of games played as Wayne Gretzky. Wild stuff right there. And fantastic calls as well, both from the local broadcast and Kenny Albert on the nationally televised version of the game. It's awesome getting to listen to both. EJ with a high fly to right. Skull making an emphatic call, and we'll trap it up against the outside of the glove for his first trick play of the night, up to a baker's dozen on the tour.
Well, hopefully that one makes up for the trick play missed an inning ago that led to the Bananas tying up the frame. Skull all smiles here. Bottom four is Robert Anthony Cruz is shaking it before awaiting Garrett Delano.
And now we learn that the Bananas are a part of this music video as well. Bieber has infiltrated both sides.
feel like Hosley needed one more pop before he finished there. I'm not trying to critique too much here, but I was expecting one more pop. I just feel like he ended on the wrong pop. I feel like you need to go back down.
You're critiquing Hosley in the background?
No rack.
Oh, that's it. I was like, man, you really spotted Hosley out there? I might have just heard Hosley. Hot shot past the leaping attempt of Baber. And the inning-winning run aboard for the Bananas with one down. Tough to keep Rack off the base pads here in his second campaign. He's been tearing the cover off the ball. Same goes for Super Reese. Just like Cruz, he was retired his first time. He's a fly out to left for Alexiadis. Had a home run in all 4 cities we visited in March. Miami, Savannah, Tampa, and it finished up in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean, the impressive note for Reese Alexiadis, 4 home runs in March. Took him until August 30th, 2024 to eclipse 4 home runs in his rookie season as that one skips off the glove of Garrett Delano, and Bryson Boomer charges, recovers, and still guns down Alexiadis at first base. And the fans, a chorus of boos rain down. We might have a challenge on our hands.
That's because I think this is going to be overturned. To the naked eye, it looked like Alexiadis was clearly safe. It is going to be challenged here. We've got a minute on the clock. Yeah, he's safe as could be. Yeah, call is overturned. And now we got to check on Delano. Looks like he's A-okay. That was a bullet right off the derriere.
Did it skip off his backside or off of his glove?
TBD. From up here, looks like it got him on the rump, but he might have got leather on it before it made contact with him.
Looked like it went off the glove trying to go behind the back of sorts, sort of like what we saw from Danny Hosley.
Now that is the most unique entry to the Sorry music video yet. I gotta pull that one out of the club.
That's controversial. No, I mean, the ruling, the way people feel about that one, whether they liked it or not, I think is what's gonna be controversial. I think that's all, you love it or you hate it.
Yeah. We'll find out what they think about it at the club. That one ripped, but foul. Cox bounced into the double trick play from Bloomer and Swan his first time. Inning-winning run on second. Nothing controversial about Brett Helton's dance moves. Guy can boogie. 2-1. And fouled right off of Cox. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cruz represents the inning-winning run on second base. Alexiadis behind him on first.
6 of Ryan Cox's 9 walk-offs have come at home this year. He's looking to try and collect another against Garrett Delano and is able to battle off another pitch foul. This is the longest plate appearance any Bananas had so far tonight, as we're about to see a 6th pitch.
Liner over the leap of Baber into center. Windmill here for Rack. Throw coming from Hampton. No tag. And it is 10 walk-offs on the tour now for Cox. Just like that, the Animals' lead cut in half. eye to eye right there. Another look. Faber just barely missed it, and then a perfect throw from Hampton. I mean, on a hop, right into the bread basket. Rack just running on contact, using the speed, and a crafty slide to get in there as well. As it has been long bombs away for both sides. Started out with Cosgrove in the first inning with the fastest home-to-home on a ball out of the ballpark we've seen so far on the tour. Nice pose at the end as well. Reese Hampton said, "I'd like to join in on the fun." In the top of the fourth inning, that was a no-doubter. And then in the bottom half, Dan Oberst here in his 7th year as a nanner. We have seen this a whole lot. Man, he got the hands in. Serious launch angle, and the homage to Ovechkin coming in onto home.
And the single game banana ball home run record is 5, so we are on pace to possibly see that broken here in the series opener in Grayson. It's amazing. We've already had 3 home runs, 13 total runs have been scored, and we haven't yet eclipsed the hour mark in this ball game. Nonetheless, the speed of this game has still been very impressive for the Bananas and Party Animals, despite all the offense.
Heater just a bit inside on Chase Acuff. As Kyle Perry starts his 3rd inning of relief, it looks like Vincent Chapman not happy with where that pitch was. Might want to investigate Perry, who's running away, and now Chapman hurls the ball into the stands. And we'll shake that derriere. Superb dancing as per usual from our dancing home plate umpire. I mean, who's surprised? Dancing's literally in his job title.
I'm just proud he finally got the ball over the net this time.
I watched it the whole way. It was great to see it sail into the bleachers.
That's the kind of character growth that we look for.
That one ripped into left field. Chase Acuff joins the hit parade for the Party Animals. Now 1 for 3 on the evening. Did kickstart that 7-run 7 after reaching on an error from Hosley at 3rd. And aboard for the Boomer. 0 for 1 with the sprint so far. Behind 0-2. Perry back to the fastball, sits high 80s, low 90s with the heat. Goes right back to the gas, just misses the inside corner. Same spot, same result. Perry right around it. Pitcher's pitches. Bloomer showing a shrewd eye. There goes Acuff on the payoff pitch. This one out to center. And DR gonna tip it up to himself, haul it in with the bare hand. Now 4 trick plays in less than 5 innings defensively for the Doctor.
Yeah, getting a lot of balls his way and making the most of every opportunity. He's still the only outfielder in Banana Ball's history with 6 trick plays in a single game. He could be close to breaking that record tonight.
A couple weekends ago here in Savannah, Ty Jackson was knocking on the door. Had a 5 trick play evening. DR picked up 5 as well, flirting with his own record. That one back up the middle, backhanded by Olsen, under the leg, Cox over to first. What a double play! Deftly turned Olsen, Cox to EJ, and that ends the top of the 5th.
Another great defensive play in the inning for the Bananas following DR's tip drill. Olsen, nice adjustment down to his knees, and Ryan Cox, enough time for a between-the-legs transition to get KP out of the frame in 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
Let's get it down to the field for a celebration of the ages.
So we're going to put them to the test. We're first going to have Bobby. He's going to do a run-scoring celebration with the Party Animals, and then Sherry's going to go up against him with the Savannah Bananas. This is called a celebration for the ages, and you are going to decide who does it the best. All right, Bobby, You've got it first. On your mark, get set, go. He's rounding third. He's heading for home. The boys in pink are waiting for him. He is safe at home. Okay, Bobby. Okay, Bobby. Wow. Look at him go. Oh, Bobby, yeah. Oh, and the shirt comes off. My God. Born to be a party animal is Bobby. All right, Sherry. Your man just showed you up right there. That was pretty good, but I'm feeling good. Make a little noise for Sherry because she is rounding third. She's heading for home to celebrate with the bananas. Here we go. There she goes. She's coming in hot. Oh, hit that home plate, girl. Oh, wow. Oh, my. Oh, wait, Vince, what are you doing? Well, this was a family show. Now it's a dysfunctional family show. All right, Sherry, come on over here. Bobby's over here. Fans, you have to vote. Do you think the winner was Bobby? That's pretty good. Or do you think our winner was Sherry? Give it up for your winner, it's Sherry!
Impressive work by both of them. Sherry wins after being in the middle of a Maceo and Vincent Chapman twerk sandwich as Peter Holden takes over on the bump for the Party Animals.
11th time that Pistol Pete's towing the slab for the Party Animals this year, who allowed 6 earned runs and 3 1/3 credited innings in March. He has also allowed a ball four sprint in 4 of his last 5 outings, but hoping for better results as the weather gets a little warmer this year.
Yeah, this is not the Peter Holden that we're used to in Banana Land. Not who he was in his collegiate career either. Now Bill Leroy with an entry into the Sorry music video. Josh, your thoughts?
I need more from Bill.
Wow. Wow.
Especially with all those guys behind him.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm probably just being a glutton right now.
I love the honesty, man. I mean, you're speaking from your heart. I see Noah Bridges peeking his head through the door behind us. He could come in. He just saw his eyeball.
He's shy.
What is he doing?
He's just a little shy.
He knows he's scheduled to join us on the broadcast, right? I just saw it was open like a 1/4 of an inch. Yvonne's gonna open it. There he is. He's respectful. He's such a respectful young gentleman. Oh, what a legend. He'll join us in just a couple minutes here. Backdoor bender. Misses the zone. Full count now on Leroy. KJ waiting on deck. And that's going to be a ball four sprint. So once again, the control, not what we're used to for Holden. A little bit of shady sprint defense by the Party Animals. Bill trying to get 2 bases on the sprint. He's gunned down, but he wants a challenge. There was a sneaky slide. Pulled away the right arm. He's going to get the challenge. And we will take a look. The minute clock already ticking. We're at 50 seconds when we start it. That's always fun. And another look. Wow. What a slide. Is there clear evidence he wasn't tagged until he got to the base? Holy moly. Wow.
I liked the first angle. I feel like a little better to try and review this.
The thing is, it's tough to tell on the first angle when Skull got the glove on that leg, because you can see he gets the glove on the left leg. The question is, oh boy. If we could go slower, that'd be awesome. We already only have 10 seconds left. Miraculous slide. No, we need that. We need the second angle. Oh boy.
I think he's got
safe.
the swim move.
I think he's safe.
I think he's safe.
What a slide, holy moly.
For the review, the rolling on the field is overturned. The runner is safe.
Well, Malachi Mitchell will take over for Leroy at second. The creativity from Leroy. This one that will be debated after the game. Boy, it'd be nice to have 2 minutes on those. And Alex Ziegler entering the fray. Pinch hitting here for KJ. With the inning-winning run on second. And hacking at the first pitch to foul territory. Skoll, actually, it's going to stay fair. Hauls it in. And Flash going to tag and take third. So a productive out. Ziggy only sees one pitch. But advances Flash to third base. Now just one down.
Yeah, despite being a tad behind on the first pitch from Holden, Ziggy at least able to sky that one into right field, and Skoll didn't necessarily take the greatest route, which is exactly why Flash knew that he could tag in advance.
Okay, so Danny Hosley, I'm gonna guess that's our last addition to the starring music video. Josh, your thoughts, because you've been vocal the whole time. 5-man infield here for the Party Animals.
I've just got to see it on socials, man. That's how I make the call.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate deciding factor for me.
A little tape review. Fouled away, good job by Holden. Jumping ahead 0-2 on Danny Doolittle, who had an RBI single his first time. Drove in a run in the third, denied the Party Animals what would have been their third point. That is an ugly swing. Hosley's gonna head down to first. Cosgrove having trouble getting the ball, but able to fire it over to Swan just in time.
Yeah, it got very scary for a second, and Hosley was gunning it to first base. What shouldn't be lost in that situation is that Bryson Bloomer was ready to go and cover home plate if for any reason Flash had tried to advance home as soon as Cosgrove had thrown that down to first.
Heads up play. Back-to-back sliders. And after the slider to strike out Hosley, and Holden a strike away from escaping. Inning-winning run 90 feet from scoring. There's another slider, that one well outside. Olsen holds off. Back to the slider, Peter Holden, ice in his veins. Strands the inning-winning run on third and preserves the lead for the Party Animals.
The pressure does not get to Pistol Pete, who is able to get back-to-back strikeouts against the Bananas, and the Party Animals went hacky-sacked that one out to celebrate.
Fun celebration from the Animals, who have been known for their hacky-sack ability. And what an exciting time it is in Banana Land. We're about a month and a half away from the firefighters and tailgaters starting their 2025 campaigns. And you get a look here, the boys have been working on their craft. So fun to see guys on both squads getting after it, getting their daily vitamins in, their banana ball abilities at an all-time high. And the same can be said for Noah Bridges, the star of this Party Animals squad, a guy who is going to get to play in his first ever Firefighters game here in 2025 due to the injury last year. Noah, thank you so much for joining us, man. How cool is it to have this squad, so many returners, so many new guys, and getting to play banana ball again?
Honestly, the first thing I gotta say is there's a lot of Party Animal and banana stuff up here.
Yeah.
We're missing some firefighter gear.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna throw this right up here somewhere.
All right.
Actually, just hold it for me for a
I got
second.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll figure out a nice spot.
Yeah, your question, man. These guys that we got coming in here, they're pretty legit. I've been around for a little bit now, and all I can say is that that these guys that are brand new are bringing the energy, man. They have, like we push the needle. They're pushing it in a very, very challenging way. It's going to be really fun to see. I can't wait for you guys to get your eyes on them.
Now, Noah, like a week and a half into practice, what has stood out the most about what your teammates are going to be able to do on the diamond and banana ball this year?
There's a lot. There is honestly a ton. Like I said, the energy is never the opposite direction. It's always the positive direction. They're pushing trick plays. You know, coming in this is brand new. That's one of the harder things to do is get in there and start ripping trick plays no matter what. But we're doing a great job. They're pushing it, and the trick plays are going to be pretty legit. We got some special guys doing cool stuff.
Speaking of special guys doing cool stuff, Dustin Baber getting to pound a brewski.
You were so special. You were so nice.
As we head to the 6th inning, bottom 3 in the order for the Party Animals. And Kyle Perry, he's looked excellent out there on the bump, out for a 4th inning of relief. Baber, Swan, and Becerra due to swing it.
This is my first time up here watching the game like this.
How about that?
It's pretty legit.
You like the view?
It's very, very nice.
We used to really be right up on home plate.
Yeah.
They moved it up 15 feet this year.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to save me from
Neck surgery.
Dustin Baber. He's happy the plate's moved up. Oh, he didn't need it.
Wow.
Moonshot.
Hey, that's a little
Solo
9-9
bomb.
action right there.
How about it? Brought the golf club out. 3rd homer of the tour.
Well, Dustin Baber has batted .286 this season after the beer chug for the Party Animals and just grabbed his 2nd extra base hit, his 1st home run following the beer chug here in 2025.
286 after a beer chug is pretty special.
It really is. Especially guys hitting 244 on the tour. Ooh. The average and the slug.
I actually worked on that with him and BP last time I was hitting with him.
Really?
Just told him to hit a homer.
I love that. That is sage advice, man. Now, who should we be looking out for in particular? I know you've got a star-studded squad returning and some really impressive new guys, but if you had to just name a few, I know I'm putting you on the spot.
No.
But who should the fans be looking for here for the firefighters?
Character-wise?
Yes.
If you want somebody that's Ty Jackson coded,
nice
look
job
at
by
Mason
Cox.
Maxwell.
Tracking that down, Mason Maxwell.
That man's got
That's
some
a big
energy.
boy.
Big boy. Him and Stephen Cullen might be the Bash Bros coming up shortly.
I
they
love
got
it.
the rocking the bandanas together. South Tremple's been rocking some crazy trick plays in the outfield.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to pick some stuff off of him. I'm kind of rusty on trick plays, so he's doing something special.
Well, broken bat flare, and it's going to be tipped from EJ, but no one there to grab it. Becerra wasn't running, though. Perry covering the bag, and that is your old 3-4-1 in the scorebook to save the trick play missed for EJ.
Yeah, EJ not going to be penalized for the bad tip as Olsen was there for the recovery. Perry wisely covered that first base bag. Now his evening is complete as the Bananas are going to hand the ball over to Dakota Stilts All-Britain, who will take the mound for the 15th time this year, most of any Banana.
This is my guy right here. I don't know if y'all know this, but he likes to stand on stilts and fish in the middle of a pond. So he gets use out of this, guys.
Now, you got to be Stilts' teammate for the better part of a couple tours and a half, and now you will be his enemy. Are you excited to possibly get an at-bat against Stilts? Or
he's like the one I'm a little unsure of.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of different arms across my time playing baseball, but never seen an angle like that. So it's going to be interesting. Might bunt.
Just get ejected.
Yeah. I have a better shot that way. He's pretty nasty, right?
His numbers are great.
Right.
You know what I think's pretty nasty? Seeing you in Booking.com ads with the Rizzler. Are you kidding me? You told me you're actually friends with that guy now,
That's a cool
right?
kid. That's a really cool
Let's
kid.
go.
If there's a kid to have a mega following, I'm glad it's him. He's a very humble, down-to-earth kid.
Now, Splits invaded the booth. He can't escape, though. The door's stuck on him. There's a lot going on up here. He just got out.
Hey, first time using the door?
We just learned that Split has no eyes tonight. Terrifying.
honestly.
How about Reese Hampton? Speaking of golfing, goes down and gets that one. He's thinking about two, racing into second. Safe. Gets in ahead of the tag from Olsen.
I like that call.
And Jackie cannot believe it. Pretty emphatic call from Andrew Bartman at second base. Olsen thought that he had applied the tag to end the inning. And then you're going to see a violent turn back to the umpire in disbelief.
Do I get to be a part of a challenge here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, let's make it a 3-person challenge.
Let's hopefully
You're
get
unbiased.
a full minute.
All right, sweet.
Let's lock in.
Okay, we've got 50 seconds still on the clock. Needs to be clear evidence to overturn. Oh, boy.
That's an angle I didn't see before.
We might have, yeah,
That looks out to me.
Yeah.
We got another angle?
It'd be nice to have another angle. Looks like you can see the glove bending on contact.
I want to be
agree.
certain, you know?
I know. It is.
Oh,
yeah. This is it right here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's out.
He's out.
Overturned.
I'd say that's circumstantial.
It was right for Jackie to be apoplectic. Well, the good news for Reese is now he's just a triple away from the cycle.
And after further review, the ruling on the field
Everything happens
is
for a reason.
Right? You kidding me?
Overturned.
Okay,
The
can you give us
runner
the
is out of
play-by-play
there.
of the Booking.com ad and get to meet the Rizzler? It's all we can talk about in Banana Land. I mean, it's as big news as anything right now.
You know, I got the call and I was like, I don't really want to sing. And then I was like, sure, I'll sing. And very nice dance we got going on here.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, so I'm sitting there, and we shot it all in one day, but there was 2 days worth of shooting. So me and Emily, shout out my girlfriend Emily, we had 1 day worth of shooting. And then all of a sudden, a little kid walks in. I wasn't even sure who it was. And I'm like, who is this guy? Because I don't get on socials much. And just a really quiet, shy little kid. And I'm like, oh, he's cool.
Yeah.
And then was like, that's this person. I was like, oh, look up his socials. And Andy Archer actually follows him. So I was like, of course, you know, watch his videos. Like, I'm sure Andy Archer's a big fan. So I get to know the Rizzler. You know, doing a fans first moment type thing with him. Really, he goes into this in-depth story about this movie he wants to produce, and it's just very kid-like, and it's amazing.
I love it.
He's not a big-headed kid. He's very, very nice and down to earth. But we end up FaceTiming Archer. The Bananas had just got done with practice, so the whole Bananas team floods over the FaceTime call, and they all make the Rizzler hit his little pose 15 times in a row, so everybody can see
How
it.
did he enjoy
Oh,
that?
yeah, he knows Banana Ball. He likes Banana Ball.
That's awesome.
He's endorsed.
We got the Riz. Yeah, can you do the Riz?
Do the Riz face for us.
He does it way better than me.
But
yeah,
he taught you how to do that,
he did.
right?
He taught me
Yeah.
the proper way.
Okay.
It was a cool story because him and his dad they're two of the same. They're the
Yes.
exact same person, but he's kid form. And he just comes home one day. He's like, Dad, take a video of me. This is how it all started. Take a video of me.
Right.
He's like, all right, Dad, start recording. He's like, this is how you do Riz. It's just hilarious when he does it. And the socials loved it.
Well, you told me that the father of the Rizzler is like Brandon Sherman 2.0.
They
So
are
that makes the Rizzler the next Brandon Sherman.
They come from the same area, and you know, Sherm is down-to-earth, great guy. They just have the
Amen.
same dialect, and they're just amazing, amazing people.
Well, we've had AJ and Big Justice in Banana Land. We got to get the Rizzler. I
He's
think
interested.
you're gonna have to be the
He's interested.
facilitator.
The first firefighter's guest player.
Hey,
Come
DR
on,
Meadows, deep to left, and a diving attempt. Fish can't come up with it. It'll be a ground rule double to kick off the bottom of the second, with the Bananas trailing by a run.
Signature
like that.
Gritty up to second. Boy, Doc.
Good effort there from Fish, just a bit shy of it. Well, Noah, we cannot wait to get this Firefighters Tour underway.
I'm
It's going to be
excited.
May 23rd in Kansas City. How about that?
I'm
Kicking
excited.
it off at Kaufman.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's.
We got a lot of fun stuff planned, but I can't share quite yet. Just keep an eye out for the firefighters.
I cannot wait. Well, we get ourselves a little 6'2" Ryan Rodriguez at the center of it all with Danny O at the div. Get you in a couple 3-2-2, 6-2-2 dances out in center.
That'd be sweet.
I'd like that.
I started off my career doing that here.
Oberst, high and deep to right. Second bomb of the ball game.
That's a talented man.
Oh, blursterated. We're tied at 2 points each.
For the first time in his Banana Ball career, Danny Barrels has gone deep multiple times in a ball game. He is going to come around and touch home plate. That is the power of a man whose name is Dan Oberst.
SB's got him.
Hey, Miko, Josh, did I just hear you called it?
No, I didn't. I don't know where they got that, but, you know, feeling good. I think we got a tie game now, so let's get a dub.
Guys, an honest guy and a good banana ball player too, Miko, Josh.
Spot the lie. Noah Bridges, thank you so much for joining us, man. It has been a blast up here. You kidding me?
Hey, I had an interesting time up here.
This was great.
Bombs.
Welcome to Banana Ball Broadcasting,
fun.
man.
Man, y'all do a great job of what you do, man. Y'all are special.
Love you, Noah.
Love you guys.
Excited for a healthy tour from
Me
you, too.
We'll see. I'll probably rip it back and catch you again, so we'll see.
Fire me
how
up.
it goes.
All right. We'll get it down for a little yoga ball madness. Like, Garrett, you can take over.
Oh, big balls!
Right back to the action. That was the quickest version of that promotion I've seen in my entire life. Danny Oberst, you kidding me? Homers in back-to-back trips to the dish. And we have a brand new ball game, 3 innings to play. We head to the 7th. Zach Phillips takes over on the mound for the Nanners.
Pitched in game 1 in Atlanta for the Bananas and was able to throw up a scoreless frame, but he's still giving up more hits and sprints than he'd have liked. And quickly, it's Jake Skoll with the leadoff single into right field for the Animals.
Andy Cosgrove skying this one into shallow center. Adventurous route for Ryan Cox, comes away with the banana ball. And I have to commend the Dan Ugla reference on the home run call there from you, Josh. That was awesome.
Thank you.
His name is Dan Oberst. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I didn't know which one we were going with.
50-50 shot. Stealing second is Jake Skoll. Now 10 for 11 in his stolen base tries on the tour. I think someone kicked out the back leg right under Fluky. Oldest trick in the book right there. Beautiful backdoor bender from the former Kansas City Royals minor leaguer. And this one nubbed to the right side. EJ waiting for it. It's going to pull off the professor before stepping on the bag.
Rumor has it that Sean Fluke has broken an Adirondack chair.
Yeah, see, I just assumed that it was someone kicked the chair out from under him. I didn't want to say that Fluke broke it himself. The way he was laughing seemed like somebody who was pranked. Just my read on the situation. Mark Smith making the best of it, though. Philly working at a lightning pace as per usual. Chase Acuff could care less. Sends the curve into left. Brings home Skoll from third. And the Party Animals having a prolific night offensively. Another run on the board and a chance to win the 7th inning. I love that dance. I think that's the Deli Ice Spice, as the kids are calling it. Acuff comes through in the clutch. Bloomer trying to keep the party going. A big piece of 2-out hitting from the Animal shortstop. Hits in each of his last 2 trips to the dish now. And Bloomer doing a good job spoiling that 2-strike offering. Bouncer, gloved by KJ, flipping it behind the back to Olsen at second. A trick play on the fielder's choice, but a run across for the Party Animals, playing small ball. A single, a stolen base, ground ball to the right side, and an RBI coming in. And what a cool piece.
Hoppers, I've always enjoyed moving and grooving and dancing and shaking my tail feather.
So he figured, why not combine his 2 loves?
So I would just bust out moves in between innings and just make the kids laugh, and some of the parents would record it, and just, it was a good time.
SB's got Vincent right now.
Yeah, thanks, Miko. Vincent, we shared your story, the origin of how you both dance and umpire. People can question umpires about calls, but there's no questioning. You know how to move, Vince, and you're a guy who's got it all. A guy like me, I just feel like I'd never be able to move like you.
Dude, I can tell you're really smart and you're pretty athletic. I could teach you in 2 seconds.
You could teach me how to twerk?
I can teach you how to twerk, 100%.
What kind of twerking should we?
Let's do a fast twerk.
A fast twerk? Okay.
Yeah, it's on your knees, okay?
Yep.
Your knees front and back, just like this, okay?
Okay, Vince, I'm gonna twerk. You go umpire. I'm gonna twerk. He needs his mask, guys. Yep, guys. Fast twerk. Here you go, Josh.
Yeah, we need our umpire to start the bottom of the 7th inning. EJ, first pitch, straight to Skoll and right, who's going to tip it up. And second time's a charm. Nails the tip drill trick play, second trick play of the ball game for Scully.
And a 1 pitch out for Brady Keiss, now attacking Robert Anthony Cruz with fastball running inside on rack. And man, that is a quick 0-2 count for Keiss.
3 pitches, 3 strikes. Rack back to the dugout.
2 outs in less than 30 seconds for Brady Keiss, and that might have been the fastest strikeout that we've seen on this year's 2025 World Tour.
He wants the ball back. He knows he's got a great MPI, ball and a strike on Reese Alexiadis. Now 2-1. We're about to get to the minute mark, as you can see on the scorebug. And Super Reese spoiling a potential top 10 fastest inning of all time for the pride of Milwaukee. Now a full count. Boy, Alexiadis has been a tough cookie at the dish here in 2025. What a take. Does not bite on the slider. And he's going to take 1 base on it. Good sprint defense by the Party Animals, getting it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order. He's now 11 sprints to lead the Bananas compared to just 7 strikeouts. Where's the bat boy? There he is! Guy slumps it. That is pure determination on that kid's face. Ah, Philip, you got to eat the bat! Oh man, tonight is pure chaos and I'm having a blast. Brian Cox now trying to be the hero, inning tying run at first. This is such a tough matchup for lefties. Fastball, slider, changeup. It's a deceptive heater. High 80s, low 90s. There goes Alexiadis, and this one knifed the other way. Bloomer crow hop, seed across the diamond just in time. And Keiss puts the Party Animals back on top. They lead 3-2 after 7.
We didn't get one of the fastest innings of all time, but Brady Keiss still picked up a 2-minute and 22-second inning for the Animals. As we send it down to the field, time for the Banananas.
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control. I can feel the paradise growing closer. And tonight has
incredible dancing from Bananas. Can't wait to see them at sea next February 9th through the 13th. Banana Land at Sea, round 2, Electric Boogaloo, Tampa to Cozumel, Mexico.
I don't know about you, but if Bananas are hosting any kind of dance-related workshop, I'm there. I will skip my own trivia to be at Bananas workshop.
They did last year in the Caribbean with us. It was line dancing with Bananas. Unfortunately, I think we were double booked. We did not get to experience it, but
that was brutal.
I would have liked to have been there. Let the schedule makers know. Yeah, I know. Josh was dejected. Austin Krasminski in for the Nanners. And 4 pitches sends Tanner Thomas back to the dugout. Krem picking up where he left off in Atlanta. He's been as good as anybody out on the bump here in 2025.
2 most encouraging signs for Austin Krasminski 2025. It's been a strikeout rate above 20% for the right-hander, and the fact that he's induced more groundouts than flyouts. Not only picking up lots of punch-outs, but keeping the ball on the ground this season at a higher rate than he did a year ago.
Chance here for Salvador Jacobo. Bounces this one to Olsen, fields it behind the back. Boy, Jackie has leveled up the trick plays here in his 4th World Tour. Snazzy stuff right there.
Well, he's made some nice defensive plays and now has one via the trick play variety, as you saw Olsen go down to receive that one behind his back before delivering a nice easy throw to EJ, as Krem is hunting a sub 2-minute inning in the frame.
Back to Krasminski, what a stab! Shows it off to Swanee behind the back, he throws it away! Oh, disastrophe! Trick play missed for the Chris Monster, he can't believe it.
Well, you saw the eyes rolling in his head. You see Krem trying to do the ultimate act of showmanship, and then the flip goes awry, and what you looked at first was Eric Jones Jr. having to scamper off that bag to go and make sure Swan didn't try and take a second base on the missed trick play throw.
Conspiracy theorists will say Krem just wanted a chance to strike out the donut batter. 1-1 here on Becerra as he checks on Swan. Mondo 1 for 3 on the evening. RBI single back in the 2nd. There goes Jason. That one deep to center, spinning DR around, and it goes off his glove. Swan's gonna score easily from first. Becerra not hustling. 2nd time we've seen that tonight from Mondo. Really should be on 2nd, but he'll be on first. E8 waits one for the party animals.
Well, the defense has been so good tonight overall for the Bananas, especially when you think about the plays that DR Meadows has had from a trick play standpoint in center, but is unable to track down that hard hit ball off the bat of Becerra.
Party animals were hip thrusting based on how much they liked the desserts that were being said there. You'll have to catch that one on social media. We were distracted by the previous play. And a dejected Krasminski. Unearned run against him, but this certainly hurts the old MPI. That's never fun. And Reese Hampton, a triple shy of the cycle, digs in here in an extended top of the 8th inning. Thanks to shoddy defense by the Bananas. Quick 0-2 count on the Animal center fielder. Nasty slider. Hampton spits on it though. What a stop there by Leroy. Looked like a cricket pitch. That one high to left. Rack moseying over, back flipping, cannot make the play. Well, what a catastrophe this inning has been defensively for the Bananas. Should have been out of it 1-2-3. But they've gone trick play missed, error, trick play missed. And now 2 runs across for the Animals. Looks like Cruz ended up nowhere near that one. Had some serious English off the bat of Hampton.
It's a little concerning what we've seen from Robert Anthony Cruz in left field lately. It's appeared that he's had a very difficult time tracking fly balls in general. Of course, Tanner Thomas had the ground rule double early in this ball game. Rapp can't complete the trick play and hasn't for a couple of weekends now for the Bananas.
This one rolled to Olsen. He does pull off the trick play. Fields it between the legs, flips it between the legs. Gutsy decision after the result of the previous 3 plays. Bold move by Krasminski to pull off the old dog pee celebration after one of the uglier defensive innings you'll ever see from the Nanners. But let's get it down to Princess Potassium. Turn Grayson Stadium yellow, please.
Get those cell phone flashlights out, because it's time to sing a little yellow. Sing it loud, Savannah, Georgia. And what was it called? We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
Always a beautiful sight seeing historic Grayson Stadium turned yellow. Another full capacity crowd on hand. What's new there? 294th straight sellout here in Grayson Stadium, and Drew Gillespie gets the nod here in the 8th inning. Looking to secure the 4th point of the night for the Party Animals.
Not only with a chance to secure another point, but possibly get the save for the Party Animals, which would be his 2nd this year. Gillespie's strikeout rate has fallen by 6% in 2025, but he has kept the ground balls coming, and that's why he's got a 3.52 earned run average, which is the lowest mark of any Party Animal. He also has a 215 opponent's batting average this year.
He's got 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Bill Leroy ahead 2-0. Kyle Jackson in the on-deck circle. Danny Hosley in the hole. Wow, Bill swinging 3-0. I think that was ball 4. Foul ball not caught over there in the picnic area. Bananas trail by 2 runs this inning. I mean, they're in the business of base runners. Can't hit a 2-run homer with nobody on board. Still Bills count, 3-1. And that one ripped through the hole. Loud contact for Leroy. Board for the 2nd time in 3 trips to the dish tonight. And now K-Jack does represent that inning tying run. The guy who has homered off Drew Gillespie before. Did it in his first ever weekend of Banana Ball when he was a visitor right here in Grayson. It's part of a 3-home run series.
You also don't want to forget, this is a guy who took Gillespie deep this season over a 50-foot net in Raymond James Stadium.
Okay, Jack coming out of Kent State. It's been unbelievable from the get-go. He's never cooled off. And now he's ahead 3-1. That one off the end of the bat, could be two. Acuff steps on the bag, throws to first. Swan can't dig it out. And it will just be a fielder's choice. Acuff says, my bad. No error is given to him, though. You cannot assume a double play. The Bananas do get an upgrade in speed at first base, albeit with one less out to play with.
I think that's a trade-off you are willing to make. You know that the bottom of this order is trying to feed the top right now. It's Dalton Malden batting in the place of Danny Hosley, who's likely slated to come into pitch. But Malden's been a very pesky hitter, swings at the first pitch, and Acuff will go over to first base and just make sure that he retires Malden. The Party Animals are now an out away from claiming yet another point.
Yeah, Chase grabs the trick play, but he didn't know how many outs there were. He thought that was out number 3. Gillespie had his hands on his knees, and look right here. Oh, no! That's a smart ball player, got a little lost in the sauce. So Jackson Olsen now takes his turn as the inning tying run. 0 for 2 on the evening. I think Jackie leads the tour in smiles per at bat. Look at it, there he goes again. Guy's having too much fun, which is not a thing in Banana Land, obviously.
Hopefully it's a sign of Jackie seeing the ball very well since he's come back from illness. Entered play tonight with .286 batting average since returning from his time away from the diamond.
Good fight there on the 1-2 fastball. Gillespie, a 5-pitch guy. 2-seam, 4-seam cutter, changeup, and a curveball. Works with different arm angles. Funky fella out there. One of the best to ever do it. And there's the bender. A deuce and a dirty one. As Drew doubles the lead for the Party Animals. They're up 4-2 going into our final frame. Take a look at the rules here in the 9th. Every run scored counts as a point. And if we're tied at the end of it, we will go to showdowns. We have had some epic ones so far on this still young tour.
Right now, the Party Animals already enter the final inning with an edge. So in their scenario, they're just looking for more insurance, more breathing room before Gillespie enters to pitch the bottom half of the inning. And they've got 3, 4, 5 due up, so I don't think we'll see a golden batter.
Danny Hosley taking over for the Bananas. He is truly Danny Do-It-All. Proven it in the control room earlier tonight. Working on the replay machine right next to Kwanzi. Man, that guy is valuable. Actually probably got to call one of his own replays in there. And now you see him back to his day job, on the bump, trying to hold the door. Nobody was better on the mound in March than Hosley.
He did not allow an earned run in the month of March. Nothing but shutout ball from Danny Hosley, striking out over 25% of the batters he's faced. And he only faced 1 over the minimum in those appearances. So when you saw him enter, you just always felt like it was going to be 3 up, 3 down for the Party Animals offensively.
7 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, 2 hits. And thanks to the double trick play, double play that he started with the behind the back snag, they only faced 1 over the minimum, as you mentioned. 21 outs facing 22 batters. Just doesn't get much better than that.
That is ridiculous. In banana ball, a sport that caters to offense.
Right. Tough task for him. Andy Cosgrove showing him why, muscling it to deep center field, but the doctor there tipping it up, pulling it down. And now a 5 trick play ball game for Meadows. Cosgrove, a homer his first time. Looks like he's going to end the night 2 for 5. Now Noah Fisher digs in. And poking this one to Olsen, fielding it behind the, or between the legs rather. What a scoop from EJ to pick up his second baseman. Jackie with another trick play. Jones Jr. with the scoop to save it at first.
Yeah, a big one for Eric Jones Jr., considering now Danny Hosley has 2 outs in 47 seconds for the Bananas.
That is a gifable reaction right there from Jackie. I know it's technically a GIF, but I'm a GIF guy. Sue me. And now little Hosley 2-2. This is actually a 9-3-2. 9th inning, 3rd batter, 2nd pitch. Killer dance. I mean, there is some serious seasoning on this.
I mean, you just talk about people who are just easily, naturally cool. It's Danny Hosley, and the footwork is what really draws you in as you gotta look at the dance here for Haas.
He really does it all. And Acuff sending this one to right. Long run for Alexiadis. And he finally got there. What a unique 1-2-3 frame for Hosley and company. Miraculous in March, terrific here in April.
And when you factor out that 9-3-2 dance, it's a 1 minute and 2 second inning for Danny Do-It-All, tied for the 7th fastest inning in Banana Ball's history.
And if I could do it again, I'd say a miraculous March and an amazing start to April. Find yourself an alliteration in there, Nico. It's the 7th fastest inning in Banana Ball history. Try and pick up a memorable call, bro. We had a weekend off. We're getting back into the swing of things here. Party Animals trying to make it 2 straight wins in a row. Took the second half of the 2-game set a couple weekends back in Atlanta. They take a 4-2 lead to the bottom of the 9th. It'll be a tough task for Gillespie, top of the order due to swing it for the Nanners. Kuzminski, Kellogg, and company hurling donuts to the fans. Even without the Santa strikeout tonight as the donut battle. That's fans first. Get the people the sweet treats. Jackson showing off the howitzer he's got. Meadows, Oberst, and EJ. DR 2 for 3 on the night. Same for Danny O with 2 home runs. EJ 0 for 3.
Oberst has obviously been the most dangerous batter in the Bananas lineup, but has never had the greatest success against Drew Gillespie. The interesting aspect is how the Bananas possibly monitor going about the golden batter. I mean, the betting odds are probably on Robert Anthony Cruz, who has not only been good against Gillespie, but good overall batting in the 8th and 9th innings of play this year.
Rack is due up 4th. 2 balls and a strike on DR. Deep breath from Gillespie. Gets a pop fly. Right side, long run. Skoll hauls it down in foul territory. Big first out for the Party Animals.
Great hustle from Jake Skoll, giving it his all here in the final inning of play. Party Animals trying to cut into the Bananas' season series lead over them. They are now 2 outs away from drawing within 1 game of the boys in yellow.
Dan Oberst trying to have the first 3 home run game in Banana Ball history. And a swag surfing backdoor changeup. In there for a strike. Only in Banana Land. Wow, nasty 2-seamer to follow it up. I'm not a professional lip reader, but I think Dan said that's way out. They have a wonderful relationship. Comes from both sides.
And
a lot of love between the 2 of them.
And I think Gillespie knew that Oberst did not like the call on the outside corner, so went off speed trying to see if Dan would expand his zone even more. Now he battles off Drew's 1-2 offering.
Good hustle there from Ty. Radbod And Cody Fluffman getting after it on the Bananas dugout. Another 1-2. Wow, high fastball. What a job by Oberst to get a piece. A battle between Titans when it matters most. And that is Gillespie getting the K. Little extra on the high cheese. And he's an out away from a Party Animals win.
And that's smart game planning for Gillespie and Andy Cosgrove behind the dish, knowing that the outside corner was already getting calls from Vincent Chapman. They continued to try and get Dan to go after those pitches, as he was for the most part.
EJ ropes this one down the left field line. Foul just by a smidge. Baseball, and it's Greenchild Banana Ball, a game of inches. We'll get another look at it. Bananas do still have their challenge. Wow, holy moly. Chris Walker had a great view.
From up here, I think I agreed with the call. Don't know if it's something that I would try and challenge at this point. And Eric Jones Jr. anyways had the long walk down to first base to think about his game plan as he swings and drives this one deep to left, but Fisher has a beat on it. Tip to himself, and the Party Animals have claimed the 4-2 victory over the Savannah Bananas tonight.
Drew Gillespie nails as per usual. Retires the final 6 Bananas he faces. And the Animals pull within a game. And are now 6-4 here in Grayson Stadium this year.
And they do it all in just 1 hour and 47 minutes tonight. Incredible.
The boys in black and pink get to boogie. They've been terrific here in Savannah. They're working on a 2-game winning streak now. They go for the series win tomorrow night. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern first pitch. We'll kick off the pregame show 15 minutes before that. We'll see if the home run barrage continues. Sam Bauman's going to have our showman of the night. As he's looking to track down Jason Swan. He's got our man. We'll get it down to SB.
Hey, Biko, Josh, yeah, I found our showman of the night, Jason Swan, and he was all over tonight. Swan, talk to me about what was working for the boys in pink.
Definitely that break, and we came out hot, restarting us off just all day. We had that energy, everybody coming together and seeing ball, hit ball, really.
Now, Travis Hunter, he was wearing yellow today, but he throws a ball early on. You guys kind of go, you think Travis may be a party animal after this?
Hey, I think he is a party animal. Come on now. Come on, party with us.
What do we got to do to keep the energy hot here going in through the rest of the weekend?
For this sack right here, I'm about to tear up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just like that.
Guys, Jason Swan does it all. Swanee, talk to me again about this group here we got here. You got a little bit of time off, but it seems like the chemistry as connected as ever.
Oh, definitely. We're always close. Close team, everything just, I mean, I love this team, and everyone loves each other. So, I mean, the off break definitely helped. Came out loose, came out with energy, ready to get after it, and hope we bring it into for tomorrow.
Swan, finally, I was talking to Krim over there. He said he thought he finally had you out. Any message to Krim?
Well, I mean, he did get me out. Technically, he just got to finish the trick play. But we ain't going to talk about that no more.
A humble guy, our showman of the night, Jason Swan. Great stuff. Biko, Josh, back to you guys in the booth.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you so much for the time, Jason, showing off the sack skills as well. Swanee, the showman of the night, 2 for 4. The 2 doubles, scored twice, drove in a pair, the wonderful behind-the-back trick play at first base as well. as the Animals bludgeon their way to a 4-2 win.
I mean, you just think about how well-rounded the night went for Jason Swan, and it obviously started offensively, had the early double against Corel Prime, netted an RBI, and then he did it yet again, but you saw what he did defensively. That trick play, fielding it behind the back, getting on the first base bag. There you see that second double of the ball game for Jason Swan. Again, almost half of his hits this year have been doubles for the Party Animals. And then how about the athleticism as well? Sure, he was good from a trick play standpoint, but he also saved an inning diving back to that first base bag to double up the Bananas. And then even got in on a little fun, unfortunate error for Austin Krasminski. I mean, athlete. He's even hacky sacking for the Animals.
Well, you were quick in the control room, folks. I can't believe you got that into the showman melt right there. What a night from Swan. Had us cracking up here in the booth with the post-game interview as well. Well-spoken, funny cat right there, and welcome back into the booth with Josh Talevsky. Pico Scala, thank you all so much for spending your Big Tiger Friday with us here in virtual Banana Land. As I said at the end of the game, we'll be back in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. First pitch, game 2 of this 3-game set. The Party Animals looking to win the series. The Bananas, of course, hoping to force a rubber match Sunday afternoon.
Well, now they're up. They're 2 games better than the Bananas here in Grayson Stadium this season. And much like what we've seen from them all tour long here in Savannah, they got the offense early. And what stands out is we saw a lot of runs scored across the game. The Bananas and Party Animals tied that single-game home run record with 5 tonight. But this was still a game in 1 hour and 47 minutes. And the reason that's still the case is because the Bananas and Party Animals pitchers still did their jobs. There were only 2 innings for pitchers tonight that were more than 5 minutes. It was Austin Krasminski's that was because of the errors and trick plays missed behind him, and then the long frame from Corel Prime. Even in the innings where we saw walk-offs for the Bananas, they happened, for the most part, very quickly, and that's what led to another quick game, one of the fastest we've seen.
Insane that it's one of the fastest games on the tour when we had a 7-run inning from the Party Animals, 5 homers overall. Dan Oberst with his first 2 home run game in his illustrious 7-year Savannah Bananas career. A wild one from start to finish. I'm sure night 2 will be able to top it. We will catch you on the morrow. A big thank you to our entire cast and crew here, led by our EP, Mr. Yvonne Trezak. Our folks in the control room directed by Mr. Chad Reese. Wonderful job by everybody down on the field, especially Sam Bauman, and up in the booth, Josh Talevsky. Superb as well. I am Pico Scala saying so long for now. Party Animals take it 4-2 and go for the series tomorrow night. Until we see you then, we will see you later!